It must be 6 o'clock because I am back again. Round 2 of recording this because you guys would have seen who ran the company because I messed up a booking for a certain time match. Now, I have said in the already once, we've got 350 people this time. What I have said this time is Andre the Giant contract ran out. I did notice I have now signed a 10-year contract, which also means that he's loyal to us as well. But he's on a 10-year contract, so he is here now until 1981, and I'll sign him to another 10-year contract after that. Welcome to Ring of Honor. It's a 1-year anniversary, and this year we're going to go to even bigger things. Tonight we've got new stars, and it's going to be a great night of action. And Jim goes, we joined Ring of Honor late last year, but since we've been here, we've loved every moment. And tonight, it'll be no different. 60C, let's go on with the show. The 42D in a decent match, Big Daddy defeated Dr. Death in a 2 out of 3 falls match in 15-11 by 2 straight falls, with the final 4 happening by people with the belly butts. Big Daddy makes defense number 7 if he's in a Continental title. Dr. Death 42, Big Daddy 32, no work around for 42D. In a decent match, Chief J Strongbow defeated Gypsy Joe in 10-13 by pin with the Tomahawk. Gypsy Joe 49, Chief J Strongbow 32, Old School Heel Crazy. He's debuted his Native American gimmick, average Gypsy Joe improving performance. He's basically here as the curtain jerker, or the trainer for the younger guys to get the younger guys over, so that's what his job will be. 44D. In a decent match, Greg Valentine defeated Carlos Colon in 8-15 by pinfall, legally using the rope to leverage. Greg Valentine 38, Carlos Colon 53, Greg Valentine in performance. He's debuted his cocky gimmick and it's gone training very good, 50D+. In a decent match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Don Lewin in 8-21 by the Superfly Flash. Don Lewin 30, Jimmy Snuka 46. Jimmy Snuka in Rumble, a local talent just for Jimmy Snuka to beat. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeated Blackjack Mulligan in 7-51 by people with the Moonsault. Blackjack Mulligan 54, Trevor Guerrero 44. Trevor Guerrero in Rumble in performance, 42D+. Not bad. In a decent match, Jim Dalton defeated Terry Funk in 10-27 by pinfall. Jim Dalton 35, Terry Funk 39, no work improvements, 39D-. In a poor match, Bill Francis defeated Nicole Koloff and Volkov in 7:59 by pinfall. Bill Francis 35, Nicola Volkov 33, Nicola Volkov in performance, and Bill Francis in performance of face 16-. Not bad. And both improving. In a bad decent match, in the middle cheat, Jerry Jarrett, Jerry Lawler and Jim Grambine defeat Kevin Sullivan, Kendo Nagasaki and Roddy Piper in 10-22, and Jerry Lawler defeated Roddy Piper by pinfall. Jerry Jarrett, old school face, average. He sustained a bruised knee still. Someone sustained a bruised knee. Jerry Lawler, royalty realistic, above average. Cult leader, unique, very good. Jim Minor 36, Jerry Lawler 33, Jerry Jarrett 35, Roddy Piper 40, Ken Nagasaki 47, Kevin Sullivan 28. No work promotes. So yeah, Andre the Giant has been given his title back even though he left the company, and I'm going to classify it, even though it's going to be classified as a new reign, we're going to be counting the reigns as if it was continuing from last year. So in a way, he has held the year for 365 days. In a bad great heat and decent wrestling, Bobo Brazil defeated Al Psychedelic in 10:07 by pin of the Coco Butt. 34 for Al Psychedelic and Bobo Brazil 65. No work improvements of 56C-. In an exceptional match, Killer Kowalski defeated Rocky Johnson in 9:46 by pinfall, legally used ropes for leverage. Killer Kowalski 77, Rocky Johnson 54. Lower lumbar spinal cord compression. Ow. That's going to hurt. In an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 15:06 by pin with the Bonic Elbow. Dusty Rhodes 59, Gorilla Monsoon 80. No work improvements, so 73B-. In a fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Batman in 15:06 by pin for the double underhook suplex. Andre the Giant makes defense number 11 of his Ring of Honor Championship title. It does say 1, but I know for a fact he had 10 defenses prior to leaving the company, and then he's on his second reign now in a way. So technically speaking, even though it's it's a new reign because he left the company, we're classifying it as a 1-year long reign. We're going to ignore the fact he left, and that is defense number 11. Andre the Giant sustained a herniated disc. Batman 49. Andre the Giant 49. No work movements. I hope that ain't going to put him out for long. I hope he can wrestle through that. In an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeated Ivo Koloff in 20:30 by submission on the Sammartino Slam. Ivo Koloff 71. Bruno Sammartino 76. No work improvements of 74B-. And that's where we end the show with 70C1C+. I'm going to give it to Bruno, Dusty, and Killer Kowalski. Complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you again next month for the first ever monthly event. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Ring of Honor Wrestling 1970. Well, we're 1971 now, but this is episode 2, of course, continuing. What I'm going to do is split episode 2 into 2 parts. So you're actually going to get 3 videos today. We're going to go up until June, and we're going to have the afternoon show in June and July, and whatever event we have for the afternoon shows or not. I think it's Boiling Point, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll have Boiling Point, then Manhattan Mayhem, and these lot will happen in the second half, which will go at 8 o'clock tonight. But in a decent match, Blackjack Mulligan, Ivan Koloff, and Gypsy Joe defeat Chief J Strongbro, Jim Grabmy, and Joey Snuka in 8-14, and Ivan Koloff defeat Chief J Strongbro by pinfall of Russian Sickle. Jimmy Snuka 47, Jim Gambry 33, Chief J Strongbro 37, Gypsy Joe 41, Ivan Koloff 69, Blackjack Mulligan 49. No workrooms. This is my company storyline to start with this segment at 53C-. Not a bad way to open up the night. In a decent match, Batman defeat Greg Valentine 7:37 by pinfall. Greg Valentine 34, Batman 56. No work improvements. Well, 48D, these two have pretty good chemistry, which is nice to know. We're in the Susie's Tavern tonight in front of 323 people. 48D plus, not bad. In a decent match, Nikola Volkov and Roddy Piper defeat Jerry Lawler and Bobo Brazil in 7:56 when Nikola Volkov defeated Bobo Brazil by pinfall of Russian Sickle. Bobo Brazil carried the match in terms of ring performance. Bobo Brazil 55, Jerry Lawler 35, Roddy Piper 40, Nikola Volkov 34. No work improvements, 45D. Excuse me. In above that great heat and good wrestling, Dusty Rhodes and Big Daddy Drew with Killer Colsey and Al Psychedelic in 8:16 following a double count out. In terms of ring work, Killer Kowalski was central to everyone else. Big Daddy 36, Dusty Rhodes 60, Al Psychedelic 40, and Killer Kowalski 75. Dusty Rhodes and Flying Al Psychedelic in Rumble 56C-. And that's where we're going to put our first January, February. So Defy or Deny, which is our next show. We have been hinting at certain storylines in the company, so they're going to be playing out on the next TV show. So you've got Chief J Strongbro and Ivan Koloff in action. You're going to have Big Daddy versus Al Psychedelic for the Intercontinental Championship. You're also going to get Killer Kowalski versus Dusty Rhodes. I thought that would be a good little storyline. And also the reason why I did Dusty versus tagging with Big Daddy, I thought it'd be quite a cool tag team. They're kind of the same sort of wrestler. Yeah, but can't complain about 56C-. This show's doing quite well, actually. In an exceptional match, Gorilla Monsoon defeated Bruno Sammartino in 7:41 by pinfall with an airplane slam following interference from the Destroyer. He's debuted his monster brute gimmicks. One's sounded great. Gorilla Monsoon 75, Bruno Sammartino 79. So at Death or Deny are televised. These are the televised events. The ones with names get televised. It will be Bruno Sammartino taking on a debuting Destroyer. So yeah, 71C up plus, not bad. And then in the battle that had great, good heat and decent wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Trevor Guerrero in 14:38 by from the elbow drop. Andre the Giant makes defense number 2 of his Ring of Honor Championship, which is defense number 12. Trevor Guerrero 47, Andre the Giant 50. Andre the Giant in Technical, a 49D plus. After Andre is celebrating his victory in the ring when Bobo Brazil runs in and attacks, beating Andre in down to the excitement of the fans. Of course, this show is not televised, so this just builds our popularity up in our local region. But Bobo Brazil and Andre have got a match, and it is scheduled for Death or Deny. A 55C-. We're going to end the show there with 54C. Not a bad show at all, to be honest. I'm quite proud of that. Well, obviously you'll get to see the Destroyer. Of course, there's a lot of people not used, but that's because we don't use them if we don't need to. I try to use as many people as I possibly could, but I can't use everybody. So there you go. I'm going to make the speech. Bruno, Willa, and Killer Kowalski was very happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys back here again for Death or Deny in a few ticks. Hello, welcome back. Part 1 of episode 2, which is going to be in 2 parts. We are back. Death and Deny 1971, our second one, in having fun of 346 at this Susie's Tavern tonight. And then it goes, hello and welcome. Now, 2 weeks ago, Ring of Honor hosted the first afternoon show, and on that night, the Destroyer attacked Bruno Sammartino after the match. And Jim goes, yes, there's so much going on also. Next month, we're going to start a tournament to crown the first ever tag team champions. And tonight, we'll see 2 of the teams in action, and that's the opening match tonight. So we're going to go into our first match of the night, which is a tag team match. In this match, the Scuffing Hillbillies defeat Team Bandit in 7:32, and Chuck Connolly defeat Greg Valentine by pinfall. Chuck Connolly, old school face average. Rick Collins, old school face wholesome great. These two have great chemistry and team together. Rick Collins 52, Chuck Connolly 53, Greg Valentine 39, Jim Dalton 32. Chuck Connolly in performance 48D+. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic defeated Big Daddy in 7:45 by pinfall the Planchette. Al Psychedelic wins the Ring of Honor Intercontinental Championship. Al Psychedelic 39, Big Daddy 38, no work wins 41D. In a decent match, Gypsy Joe defeated Bill Francis in 7:37 by pinfall the Diving Splash. Bill Francis 34, Gypsy Joe 47, no work wins 44D. Not bad. In a match that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling, Kevin Sullivan defeated Joey Russell, in 7:51 by pinfall the Devil Stomp. Joey Russell 26, Kevin Sullivan 24, Noah Bros 26E. In a decent match, Jerry Jarrett defeated Roddy Piper in 7:39 by pinfall. Roddy Piper 38, Jerry Jarrett 33, no work improvements for 37D-. In about that great heat and good wrestling, Jim Grab Mine defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 7:57 by pinfall. Jim Grab Mine 34, Gorilla Monsoon 72, no work improvements. 61C. In about fantasy and good wrestling, Ivan Koloff defeated Chief J Strongbro in 8:26 by pinfall the Russian Sickle. Chief J Strongbro 36, Ivan Koloff 73, no work improvements. These two have great chemistry in their performance. And then Jack Book gets called in the ring by Ivan, and Chief J Strongbro is still laying down on the mat, and he goes, this is what's going to happen to anyone who comes into this company. This is my home, and we don't need these idiots coming through the door. He's coming through the door. And they will get destroyed by me. But there you go, Ivan Koloff. As I said, I'm going to try and do a few more promos in the thing, but yes, not a bad promo there, 63C from Ivan Koloff. In a decent match, Carlos Colon defeated Nikola Volkov in 8:09 by pinfall. Carlos Colon 47, Nikola Volkov 36, no work improvements, 44D. In a decent match, Blackjack Mulligan defeated Jimmy Snooker in 7:37 by pinfall the Lariat. Blackjack Mulligan 52, Jimmy Snooker 46, no work improvements, 51D+. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeated Kendo Nakasaki in 7:43 by pinfall the Moonsault. Kendo Nakasaki 44, Trevor Guerrero 45, no work improvements, 46D. In an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Killer Kowalski in 14:39 by pinfall the Bionic Elbow. Dusty Rhodes 62, Killer Kowalski 75, no work improvements, 39C+. In an exceptional match, the Destroyer defeated Bruno Sammartino in 15:18 by pinfall. The Destroyer 76, Bruno Sammartino 67, no work improvements, 73B-. And in a battle for fantasy and good wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Bobo Brazil in 20:01 by pinfall while using the ropes for leverage. Andre the Giant makes defense number 3 if he's Ring on the championship. Andre the Giant 46, Bobo Brazil 63, no work improvements, 46 for him because of the injury. That's a 59C. That's where we end in tonight's show with that amazing main event. Gets us a 60C. We cannot complain with that show at all. The Destroyer, Bruno Sammartino, and Killer Kowalski are going to get pointed out. There you go, my friends. We'll see you again next month for another edition of Ring of Honor Afternoon in about 2 weeks' time. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Ring of Honor's Afternoon Show. We are live at, of course, Susie's Bar in front of 388 people. And in a decent match, the Dark Knights defeat the Scuffing Hillbillies in 7:33, and Carl von Stromer defeated Chuck Connolly by pinfall after Kurt von Stromer interfered. That is the manager of the Dark Knights. Carl Strom's Baby's Badass, and Kurt Van Strom with Patriot. The Chuck Connolly and Rick Collins of Grey Ant Fashion team together. He's Dodie's Badass Brute Gimmick Gorson, Rick Collins 50, Chuck Connolly 53, Kurt Van Strom with 35, and Carl Van Strom with 44. And Kurt is proven performance. So the Dark Knights move forward and will be in the tag match at our best, which is happening in the 4th week of March, which is what we're in. So that will be one of the matches going forward. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic defeat Carlos Colon 8-17 by pinfall the Plancha. Al Psychedelic makes defense number 1 if he's Ring of Honor Intercontinental Championship. Carlos Colon 48, Al Psychedelic 37, Noah Crohn's 47D. After he's celebrating his victory in the ring, Big Daddy runs in and beats down Al Psychedelic. I'd like to say Big Daddy was not meant to be here tonight. He has interfered in the match when he wasn't scheduled to be on the night here tonight. He's meant to be over in England, but obviously he's annoyed with Al Psychedelic for taking his title off him. So 26E, not bad. In a decent match, the Oncoming Storm defeated Team Bandit in 7:32, and Terry Funk defeated Greg Valentine by a pin for the Power Driver. Terry Funk was slowed by his injury. Terry Funk 39, Jerry Lawler 36, Greg Valentine 43, Jim Dalton 35. No workarounds. That now means we have our first ever tag team title match to crown the first ever champions. Will be live on the pay-per-view as the Oncoming Storm will take on Team Bandit. Joking. Joke's on you. Of course not. The Dark Knights. So that is for the Ring of Honor tag team belts. 41D, not bad. I think the main event will be good tonight. In a bout, we've had fantastic heat and good wrestling. Jim Grabmeyer defeated Ivan Koloff in 7:41 by pinfall after the distraction of Chief J Strongbro. Jim Garber 37, Ivan Koloff 70. No work appearance. He comes out basically. Chief J Strongbro comes out with a load of other Indians from his tribe, and they'll go around the ring. 60C, not bad. And the main event of the night gets a 68C plus in an exceptional match. Andre the Giant, Killer Kowalski, and the Destroyer defeat Bobo Brazil, Bruno Sammartino, and Dusty Rhodes in 24:48. When Andre the Giant defeated Dusty Rhodes by the double underhook suplex. Andre the Giant is injured still, and he's going to be injured for the next year. We've got a few guys. Dr. Death's out for a year, so we've got a few guys injured at the moment. Dusty Rhodes 67, Bruno Sammartino 72, Bobo Brazil 64. Destroyer 75, Killer Kowalski 74, Andre the Giant 51, Noah coming 68C plus. That's why we're going to end tonight's show. I'm not going to do a post-show speech, increase our popularity in 2 regions. Oops, did I schedule this to be on TV when it wasn't meant to be? Oh well. Mistakes happen when you're booking. Anyway, increase our popularity in 2 regions, which means it was shown as a special afternoon show, which was shown exclusively on the MSG network, which we're going to do every couple of months anyway. So that means it won't be on the network now until about July time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again at our best. For the first time ever, we have sold out the Susie's Tavern tonight. And I've got some huge announcements going on at the opening of tonight's Ring of Honor Wrestling, and I'll explain all that as we get into it. But in a decent pre-show match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Ken Nagasaki in 7:46 by pinfall with a Superfly Splash. Jimmy Snuka 43, Ken Nagasaki 48. No work appearance of 47D. So Dennis goes, hello and welcome to our next monthly show. As so much is happening in Ring of Honor. If you send a letter to the address below, you will get the Ring of Honor magazine with a free Ring of Honor gift every month. And he goes, not only that, all events are happening on Fridays because starting Thursday we'll be taping Ring of Honor Wrestling, a weekly TV show for Madison Square Garden Network. Let's crown our first ever tag team champions. So yeah, I'm going to start doing weekly TV shows now. We're getting to a point where we can get away with it. I think it's going to help us grow the company. We're doing good at angles like 64C for this. We need to start growing this company more. Because until we start growing this company, we're not going to be making any money at all. We're making a bit, but not enough for me to kind of do what I want to do for the company. So what I'll do is I'm going to do the entirety. We're in March now. January, February, March, April. I'm going to do the entirety of April in the rest of this episode. Ring of Honor TV tapings, including the Ring of Honor afternoon show, which will be on a Friday, and our next big event, which I think is All-Star Extravaganza. Yeah, All-Star Extravaganza. So we'll do those 2. They're not going to be given names. We're not going to really use their names. They're just going to be monthly events with a name, because that's how I work. So I know what I'm booking towards, even though they're just monthly events at the moment, because they won't really pay-per-view names at this time. And I will do every single TV taping. Then I'm going to split this into 2 parts. I will then go off that, and I'll do another 3 months worth in part 2, which will go out at 8 o'clock. including all 4 TV tapings, both afternoon and pay-per-views, leading up until when I said we were going to stop recording this, which I do believe is Manhattan Mayhem. So that will take us to Manhattan Mayhem, and then every episode I'll do that until we get to a decent point where we can do 2 hours. But it's 1971, so I'll see when I feel like I want to do 2 hours. But I want to start doing TV tapings because I'm, doing 2 shows a month. It's not what I want to do. But in a decent match, the Dark Knights defeat the oncoming Storm when Carl von Strowman defeated Terry Funk by pinfall after Kurt von Strowman interfered. Carl von Strowman wins the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Terry Funk 40, Jerry Lawler 48, Carl von Strom 43, Carl von Strowman 44. No improvements. They are the first ever Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, the Dark Knights. I have tried something new tonight on tonight's TV taping. So, on tonight's TV taping? TV show. TV taping is going out on a Friday. That's why we're saying a pre-taped. Because everything was pre-taped and it wasn't really done live until 1994. Which I've gone against in 1985 with Impact Wrestling. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying something different in tonight's main event for this show, which will be fun. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, Batman returns from injury, defeating Gypsy Joe in 8:14 by pinfall. Gypsy Joe 46, Batman 58, nowhere proves. Terry somebody his actual real name is, but I like the Batman gimmick. I was going to use it. As soon as I saw it in WWF, I was like, yep, I want him, and I got him. In an exceptional match, Killer Kowalski defeated Dusty Rhodes in 14:48 by pinfall with a diving knee. Killer Kowalski 76, Dusty Rhodes 55, no accrues. There will be no in-ring promos or anything like that like you would normally see on modern day wrestling. I'm going to stick to backstage interviews, and that is about it on the TV tapings. In the Bravo Fantasy in good heat, good wrestling, Chief J Strongbro defeated Ivan Koloff in 15:03 by pinfall with the Tomahawk. These two have great chemistry. Chief J Strongbro 38, Ivan Koloff 70. No equivalence. He's not the best wrestler because he's now getting to the end of his career, but he's great for now. He's doing some good matches with Ivan Koloff. He's just here to kind of make numbers. These are not permanent tag teams. It's just a tag team match, so I had more time. Otherwise, we'd have more pre-show matches. In a decent match, Gorilla Monsoon and Nicola Volkov defeat Jim Galby and Jay Jarrett. In 78, when Gorilla Monsoon defeat Jay Jarrett by pinfall in the airplane spin. Jay Jarrett 40, Jim Gambry 40, Nicola Volkov 36, Gorilla Monsoon 72. No work improvements. 56 C-. In a decent match, Bill Francis defeated Blackjack Mulligan in 7:51 by pinfall. Bill Francis 29, Blackjack Mulligan 52. Bill Francis' performance in 2 months' time, the Blackjacks will be joining the company alongside Mil Mascaras and Dos Caras. I've hired both of them, Mil Mascaras and Dos Caras. As a tag team, they're going to be called the Master Warriors. And then also I'm going to have the Blackjacks as a heel tag team, which is Blackjack Mulligan. And I cannot remember the other guy's name. And I won't be able to tell you because he's injured. 46D, but it's Blackjack something. In a battle of decent match, with Subpar Wrestling Al Psychedelic defeated Big Daddy in 14:33 by pinfall the Planchette. Al Psychedelic wins the makes defense number 2 of the Ring of Honor Intercontinental title. I need to sort that out actually because Big Daddy 33, Al Psychedelic 33. No opponents. There's actually 2 Al Psychedelics in the database. I must have messed that up when I imported a load of wrestlers. So I need to go and deal with that. I might give him another name like Spiral Face. 35E plus. I've done that with a few people. There was 2 Ken and Nakasakis, and I think one of them was called Bull James now. In a decent match, Carlos Colon defeated Kevin Sullivan in 10:10 by pinfall. Kevin Sullivan 29, Carlos Colon 46. No work on 42D. In a decent match, the Scuffing Hillbillies defeat Team Bandit in 11:39. Rip Collins defeat Greg Valentine by pinfall. Rip Collins 48, Chuck Connolly 46, Greg Valentine 39, Jim Dalton 34. Jim Dalton in performance for 45D. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Chavo Guerrero in 8:30 by pinfall. Chavo Guerrero 47, Roddy Piper 36, no work improvements 34D. In an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeated the Destroyer in 25:08 by pinfall the Sammartino Slam. The Destroyer 76, Bruno Sammartino 67, no work improvements of 75B-. In a battle of fantastic heat and good wrestling, Bobo Brazil defeated Andre the Giant in 14:51 when Andre the Giant intentionally got disqualified. Bobo Brazil 59, Andre the Giant 50. No work improvements. I don't think that really did that. I don't think the fans were that angry about that. That's good. We end the show there, which gets a 61C. Increased our popularity in 2 regions. I'm really happy that angle did not suck. But yes, so on TV we'll stick to what we've been doing already. which of course is backstage interviews or having an interview there. I think we've only ever done one. I'm not going to do it again because it didn't feel right. So I'm going to stick into that. But there we go, guys. We'll see you for the first ever Ring of Honor Wrestling on TV. We've got 2 months worth of that in this final, to end this part. Well, we've got one more actually because we're going up to All Star Extravaganza, and then we're going to do 3 next. So you're actually going to get episode 1, 2, and 3, technically speaking. But I'm going to call it episode 2, part 2. Don't ask. But I'll see you guys again real soon. Welcome back. It's the first ever Ring of Honor Wrestling TV taping in front of 375 people at the Guzu Indoor Sports Bar tonight. These are results from Ring of Honor Wrestling, pre-taped our TV show. The story we're going for is Madison Square Garden. We're so happy with our monthly spectacular events they were hosting, but they've asked us to start doing a TV taping, which we weren't going to start until the second year, but I like doing TV shows as much as I like doing the big events. But in a decent pre-show match, the Dark Knights defeat the Scoffin Hillbillies in 7:51, when Carl von Stromer defeated Chuck Connolly by pinfall after Kurt von Stromer interfered. Rick Collins 46. Chuck Connolly 48, Kurt von Stromer 42, Carl von Stromer 45, Chuck Connolly in performance. The titles went on the line in the pre-show match, but we have to have the champions on screen. There's a few pre-show matches. In a decent pre-show match, Blackjack Mulligan defeated Jim Grabmeyer in 7:45 by pin the lariat. Blackjack Mulligan 45, Jim Grabmeyer 40. No work appearance. Boy 4D. In a decent pre-show match, the oncoming Storm defeated Kevin Sullivan and Nikola Volkov in 8:26. When Jerry Lawler defeated Nicole Volkov by pin for the Royal Fist Drop. Terry Funk 41, Jerry Lawler 39, Nicole Volkov 36, Kevin Sullivan 33, Kevin Sullivan technical and Nikola Volkov in technical, 40D minus. In a pre-show out, good heat and decent wrestling, Ivan Koloff defeated Bill Francis in 7:48 by pin for the Russian Sickle. Bill Francis 32, Ivan Koloff 64, Bill Francis in performance, 54C minus. In an exceptional pre-show match, Batman defeated Gorilla Monsoon in 7:46 by pinfall. Gorilla Monsoon 78, Batman 63. No worker is 73B minus. In a pre-show match, decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Bobo Brazil, Trevor Guerrero, and Jerry Jarrett defeat El Psychedelic, Joey Russells, and Special Delivery Jones in 6:30:53 when Bobo's revealed to Special Delivery Jones by pinfall with a Coco butt. Yeah, I quite like the name Special Delivery Jones. Jerry Jarrett 39, Trevor Guerrero 42, Baby Brazil 52, Special Delivery Jones 14, Joey Russell 19, El Psychedelic 37, Trevor Guerrero in performance 31D. Sadly, you're not going to get signed though. And Jack Book is backstage with Bruno Sammartino to open up the night. As I said, everything's going to be backstage interviews and stuff like it was done in those days. Hello and welcome to the first episode of Ring of Honor, where we'll kick off a tournament to crown the first TV champion. With me this time is one of our biggest stars, Bruno Sammartino. Bruno, thank you, Jake. Now, if you've not watched our monthly extravaganza, you'll not know I have a problem with the Destroyer. Now, he came to Ring of Honor with Bob Goble in mind to destroy me and everything in his way. Now I'll stop him. At our next monthly extravaganza, I'll face him and pin him in the middle of the ring. And that is going to be All-Star Extravaganza because that is the only one which is televised on the network. Bruno Sammartino will be taking on the Destroyer at that. The afternoon show is basically is a bona fide house show, really. 71C+. In a bad decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat, the Royal Trinity defeated Team Bandit in 7:51. Dos Carnes defeated Jim Dalton by pinfall the Seattle Powerbomb. Now then, their Mexican name was something I couldn't pronounce. I'm not going to attempt it now because I can't remember. But it came out as the Royal Trinity, or not Trinity, it was something else. So I Google translated it and I kept the Royal bit and just changed it to the Royal Trinity because it sounded better. Dos Carnes debuts, no gimmick needed, legitimate, average, mysterious, unique gimmick, initial rate great. Dos Carnes and Mil Carnes have great chemistry and team together, which is great. The announced quality lifted match, color commentary gave the match a boost. Mil Mascaras 55, Dos Carnes 37, Greg Valentine 39, Jim Dalton 35, Jim Dalton in performance at 47D. Not a bad opening match of the night. In a decent match, Gypsy Joe defeated Big Daddy in 8:19 by a pin with a diving splash. Following interference was Al Psychedelic, of course. Gypsy Joe 45, Big Daddy 34. No work rooms, of course, the Ring of Honor Intercontinental storyline advances with that, and of course, Gypsy Joe moves on going forward into the tournament. Gypsy Joe is moved on. And then Ivan Koloff's backstage, and I know this might get done as racism, but I'm not being racist. That is the way this was in the 1970s. You know, there wasn't no such thing as racism. Well, it was, but it wasn't as illegal. So I've kind of stuck to the historical time with this promo. So if you're not happy with it, message me and I'll apologise now. It's just the way I want him to be. You know, I want to make him a big bad heel. So Ivan Koloff is what he's about to say is going to make him hated by you, the home, and by me. But I booked him like this, so I can't hate him. Just hold the mic and don't speak. My name is Ivan Koloff. Now, people like Chief J Strongbow come into this company and try and force themselves ahead. I won't stand for it. I'm going to face that little Indian prick and send him back to his stupid teepees and his bloody tribe. He don't belong in a wrestling ring, and I'm going to show it in 4 weeks' time. Now, I'm not going to book that match in just yet. Oh, actually, I will. I already got planned who's going to win. I'll book it in now because I'm going to tell you now that Ivan Koloff does not go forward in that tournament. Ivan Koloff will take on Chief J Strongbow. Okay, save that. There we go. 54 C minus, not bad. And then James J Dillon's back on screen after I rehired him on contract. After a few months of being off screen, I am back. Now, Bobo Brazil is coming after my Andre the Giant. Nobody's going to beat this man. He's held the title for 1 year. He's not going to lose anytime soon. He is the mega star of Ring of Honor. So he hasn't said Bobo Brazil is going to get another match, but he's hinted that Bobo Brazil is going after Andre. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Jimmy Snooker in 8:18 by pinfall. Jimmy Snooker 48, Roddy Piper 43. No workments. Roddy Piper goes forward in the tournament. In a decent match, Carlos Colon defeated Ken Nakasaki in 7:14 by pinfall. Ken Nakasaki 45, Carlos Colon 50. Ken Nakasaki is out. And our main event of the night is Dusty Rhodes taking on the Destroyer. In an exceptional match, the Destroyer defeated Dusty Rhodes in 15:18 by pinfall. Dusty Rhodes 65, the Destroyer 70, no work moments. Next week on Ring of Honor Wrestling Television, Dusty Rhodes will take on Ivan Koloff in the final of the first round matches. And that is going to be the main event of next week's TV show as Dusty Rhodes takes on Ivan Koloff. The rest of the first round matches, the end of them, ahead of the finals happening very soon. 71C plus, not bad main event. After the match, the Destroyer is celebrating his victory in the ring. Then Bruno Sammartino comes out and destroys him. And then in a post-show bout that had fantastic and decent wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Chief J Strongbow in 7:46 by the double underhook suplex. Andre the Giant 52, Chief J Strongbow 38. No work moves for 16 minus. And in an exceptional post-show match, Bruno Sammartino defeated Killer Kowalski in 8:19 by pinfall with Sammy Naito slam. Killer Kowalski 77, Bruno Sammartino 74. No work moves 54 C minus. That's where we're going to end our first TV show with 2 crease opera in 2 regions of 65C. I'll see you guys live next week for another edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling live on TV. Our second TV taping is ahead, and we're going ahead now. I've got a big closing angle tonight. Probably not something they would have done in these eras, but it works. Hey everyone, welcome back to Ring of Honor Wrestling. Welcome to this week's Ring of Honor. With me is a very annoyed Big Daddy. And Big Daddy goes, "Thanks, Jack. How dare you, psychedelic. You attacked me during my match last week. Because of you, I'm out of the title tournament. I ain't standing for it. I'm going after my belt you stole off me in 3 weeks at our next Overgrounds, and boy, you're going to get an ass whooping." So we've got a couple of guys here tonight who are going to appear in just a second, who are special guests, because I've sent Big Daddy and I've sent Andre the Giant over to the UK for a couple of appearances for 2 companies. He's older, Big Daddy by 10 years. 34 plus, not bad. In above had subpar wrestling, a little heat, the Royal Trinity defeat Mick McManus and Jackie Polo in 5:52 when Don Callis defeated Mick McManus by pin for the Dos Caras clutch. In terms of where Mil McCarthy had short amounts, Mil McCarthy 56, Dos Caras 39, Jackie Polo 22, Mick McManus 13, no work improvements 41D. In a bit of a fantasy and good wrestling, Killer Kowalski defeated Jen Grabmeyer in 7:45 after the diving knee drop. Jen Grabmeyer 38, Killer Kowalski 72, no work in 62C. Jack, everybody, Bobo Brazil. So I'm getting one more shot at Andre to join our next extravaganza. You see, Andre, you might be big and terrifying, you don't scare me. See, it's going to be Jason and Goliath situation, and like Jason, I'm gonna win. And that has been booked. If you subscribe to the Ring of Honor magazine, you would have known about this match prior to it because it was in this month's magazine, which you can write and send get a copy for. Blah blah blah. Old jokes. But yeah, Bobo Brazil versus Andre the Giant will happen because of course Andre the Giant got himself intentionally disqualified in our last meeting. 59C. Chief J Strongbow is backstage and goes, "Look at you thinking you own the place, Ivan Koloff. You don't. You got me in the match you wanted. Tonight I'm going to make sure my message to you is don't mess with me." 360, not the best. In a Battle Fantasy and Decent Wrestling, Andre the Giant defeated Batman in 8:29 by pin with a double underhook suplex. These who don't click, I forgot about that. 46D, Batman 47, Andre the Giant 39. In a decent match, the Dark Knights defeat the Oncoming Storm in 9:12 when Carl Von Stromer defeated Jerry Lawler by pinfall. Carl Von Stromer makes defense number 1 of his Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Should be Dark Knights. Anyway, Terry Funk 41, Jerry Lawler 37, Carl Von Struger 42, Carl Von Stromer 45, Jerry Lawler and Rumble 44D. Our main event tonight is Dusty Rhodes versus Ivan Koloff. In an exceptional match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Ivan Koloff in 14:50 by pin with the Bionic Elbow. Following interference from Chief J Strongbow, Ivan Koloff 65, Dusty Rhodes 66. No work improvements, but that does mean that Dusty Rhodes is moving forward and will be taking on Gypsy Joe in the next round. There we go, that's that done. So next week on TV, Ring of Honor Wrestling will be going live as we'll get to see 2 huge matches as Roddy Piper will take on Carlos Colon. And Gypsy Joe will take on Dusty Rhodes. It would help if I could find Gypsy Joe. If I do that, it'd be easy one. So yeah, Dusty Rhodes and Gypsy Joe. Where is Gypsy Joe? There it is. So they're going to be next round. There is also a big angle to end the night on. Let's get rid of that. And then Jack, I don't know why Bruno isn't on screen. He's meant to be on screen. Oops. Everybody, the Destroyer. The Destroyer goes, "Look in my eyes, Bruno. Look at them. You're right. I am here to destroy you, but not just you. The whole of Ring of Honor. I am here to get rid of this little company. I am the Destroyer, and I destroy. And in 3 weeks on the MSG on Extravaganza, I'm going to get rid of you." Then Bruno comes on and he goes, "Shut up. You idiot, look in your eyes now. In 3 weeks, it's going to be me beating you next week. It's going to be me and Dusty versus you and Killer Kowalski in the main event. There. Get close and step back to end the night." Now, I knew that was happening. I tricked your minds into thinking that's what we're doing. Next week, for the first time on TV, Bruno Sammartino will be wrestling on screen with Dusty Rhodes, and he will be taking on the team of Killer Kowalski and the Destroyer. That is happening next week on TV. That is your TV main event. We'll also have Carlos Colon versus Roddy Piper, and then the week after we'll have the final match as we will crown the new champion at the next show. We're going to end that there. That's the end of that show at 61C, and I'll see you guys live tomorrow night for the afternoon extravaganza. Thanks for watching. I stupidly put this on TV because I am an idiot. Welcome to the afternoon show in front of 385 people at the Commons Shopping Hall. Live in the Commons Shopping Hall is, of course, Ring of Honor Wrestling afternoon show. In about a decent match, middle of my cheek, Team Bandit defeat Royal Trinity in 9:53. When Greg Valentine defeat Dos Caras by pinfall. Mil Macaras carried the match in terms of ring performance. Mil Macaras 57, Dos Caras 40, Valentine 40, Jim Dalton 33. No work improvements, 48D+. In a special match, the Destroyer defeat Dusty Rhodes in 11:43 by pinfall. Dusty Rhodes 62, Destroyer 73. Dusty Rhodes in performance 71, that's C+. In a decent match, the Dark Knights defeat the Scoffing Hillbillies in 9:52, and Carl Von Strowmer defeat Chuck Connolly by pinfall. Carl Von Strowmer makes defense number 2 of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships title. Rick Collins 49, Chuck Connolly 51, Kurt Von Stroger 44, Carl Von Strowmy 45, and then Carl is improving in performance 51D+. And then our main event, an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeat Killer Kowalski in 9:48 by pinfall the Sammartino Slam. Killer Kowalski 74, Bruno Sammartino 73. No work improvements. That is where the show ends. A quick, brief show. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in a couple of ticks for another edition of Ring of Honor Wrestling. Well, welcome back. Ring of Honor Wrestling TV, our third TV episode recording, which will be our final one next week, and then, of course, we've got the next All-Star Extravaganza, and then I'm going to do part 2 at 8 o'clock tonight. So you have 3 episodes today. Woo! Yeah, I made a mistake with booking, had to cancel the episode, so this is my second time recording it. Haha. Well, hello and welcome to Ring of Honor. It's our third TV show, but our biggest. As tonight, the main event is stacked. When you talk about wrestlers today, Bruno and Dusty up there with Killer and the Destroyer, and tonight they're in the main event. And not only that, we have some information tonight. We'll hear for the first time from the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions manager, and so much more coming up tonight. 68C+. In a decent match, Al Psychedelic and Ken Nagasaki defeat Trevor Guerrero and Big Daddy in 6:08 when Ken Nagasaki defeat Trevor Guerrero by pinfall with Kamazaki's roll after James J. Dillon interfered. Big Daddy 54, Trevor Guerrero 40, Ken Nagasaki 48, Al Psychedelic 38. Al Psychedelic in performance 47D. Not bad. In a decent match, Team Bandit defeat the Oncoming Storm in 5:55 and Greg Valentine defeat Terry Funk by pinfall. Terry Funk 42, Jerry Lawler 36, Greg Valentine 43, Jim Dalton 35, Greg Valentine improving in performance. So there's probably like a lot of, back in this era, we sold out tonight for NJ building for West. In this era, there's a lot of heel tag team, what you don't see that often now unless you're watching indie scenes, where one of these would distract the referee and then these would tackle them, and that's what I'm thinking this match would have been like for the heel team to get the win. And then Kurt and Carl are all backstage. They're all different people, have checked this, but there we go. Look here. We're here to bring the power and the pain. I don't know where Jack Black is, because he's meant to be doing this. The power and pain. We're doing just that within a short time. My team of 2 men beat everyone Ring of Honor's put in front of them, and will continue to do so. I just thought it was important, because we really haven't addressed these guys. We haven't really done a lot with them because of the storylines what's going on at the moment. I want to put a storyline on them. I've got plans for them. Being the big heel tag team, I've got huge, things going forward for them. It's just a matter I haven't really done a lot with them, and I feel bad for it. So I wanted to give them a promo tonight because most of the stuff's going to be told in matches anyway. So we've got a little video playing, hyping up the All-Star Extravaganza match, and they're hyping that up so that people on MSG will tune in and watch this show. Between Chief, Jay Strongbow and Ivan Koloff. Just a bit of hype. Then in the Belvedere Fantastic Heat and Decent Wrestling, Andre the Giant defeat Jinga Grabmeyer in 8:27 by pinfall the double underhook suplex. Jinga Grabmeyer 39, Andre the Giant 49, Andre the Giant improving Rumble 47D. In a decent match, Roddy Piper defeated Carlos Colon in 8:07 by pinfall. Carlos Colon 46, Roddy Piper 43, no work improvements of 46D. So, Roddy Piper, that's who I booked him in the opening tag match by mistake. So, Carlos Colon is going forward. We don't know who Roddy Piper will be facing at All-Star Extravaganza. Well, I'm sure you will work it out because you should know how I book. But we will have next week Dusty Rhodes versus Gypsy Joe on TV next week. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be fun. 4060, not bad. Next up is a video piping up Dusty and San Martino versus Killer and the Destroyer, 60C. In an exceptional match, the Destroyer and Killer Kowalski defeat Dusty Rhodes and Bruno San Martino in 15-19, when the Destroyer defeat Dusty Rhodes by pinfall. Bruno San Martino 71, Dusty Rhodes 63, Killer Kowalski 71, the Destroyer 74. No work improvement, 69C+. We're going to end the show there with 63C. I'll see you guys again next week for another edition of Ring of Honor, and of course, All-Star Extravaganza. Welcome back to Ring of Honor Wrestling, guys. So we open up the night in front of 500 people at the Yonkers Police Athletic Centre. As Jack Book is backstage with the Destroyer, and he goes with me is the Destroyer, who last week beat the team of Bruno and Dusty with a Killer. And the Destroyer goes, last week, all of you race the space fans witnessed greatness win. You always cheer Bruno and Dusty, and so many more, but forget about your darkness. Do you think they care about you? They don't. I do, because I'm going to stop them on these tracks by destroying this Waste of Space Company and their mega star Bruno San Martino tomorrow afternoon. 58C minus of the Destroyer there. No work improvements. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, Big Daddy and Chief J Strongbow drew Val Psychedelic and Ivan Koloff in 8:30 following double count out. Chief J Strongbow 38, Big Daddy 56, Ivan Koloff 64, Al Psychedelic 38. Big Daddy improvement performance, 55C minus. Not bad, probably the best match. In a really short match, Batman defeated Kevin Sullivan in 5-9 by pinfall. Sullivan 27, Batman 56, no work points 47D. So we're now backstage with James J. Dillon, Andre the Giant, coming next second Jack Book. And Jack's like, well, with me at this time is James J. Dillon, Andre the Giant, and Kendo Nagasaki. Both of these men are managed by me. You see, Boba, he's got nothing on Andre, and he's going to destroy you tomorrow night. You see, everything that happens with these two, everyone is because of me. I'm the greatest manager in this wrestling business. 35E plus, not bad. And Dusty's in the back with Jack Book. He goes off the next break on 200 straight. If I win, I go on to the finals of the TV title. If it happens, this match will happen next week on TV. Me and you could have been fighting so no matter what happens, next week on TV or tomorrow night, the ball rope will happen and I'll kick your ass. 58C minus. In a good match, Dusty Rhodes defeated Gypsy Joe in 802 by from the Bionic Elbow. Gypsy Joe 50, Dusty Rhodes 59, Gypsy Joe in performance. So, we can confirm it and all extravaganza will be Roddy Piper, Dusty versus Roddy Piper in the finals for the Ring of Honor television title. Then next week on Ring of Honor TV it's going to be. Make sure book is a ball right match, don't I? Okay, I can't even book it as a ball right match because there's only a ball right match in the game. Right, I'll deal with that off camera, but next week will be a ball right match. There'll definitely be a ball right match next week on TV. But anyway, 58C minus that match, not bad. In a really short match, Don Louis and Jacob. Well, that's not the case. The Dark Knight with 42D. The Dark Knight on that. Ignore the sort of that. And then our main event tonight is Andre the Giant taking on Bruno San Martino. In above a fantasy and great wrestling, Bruno San Martino defeated Andre the Giant 15-24. When Andre the Giant intentionally got counted out, Bruno San Martino wins the World Championship title. Andre the Giant 49, Bruno San Martino 71. No weapon rounds. I don't know how Bruno is the Ring of Honor champion when Andre Giant intentionally got counted out. 66C plus, we're doing the show there. I'm going to have to look into that. If that's the case, then Andre Giant won't be on tomorrow night's TV. He's going to be sent away until his injury heals. But anyway, which is what the plan was. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for All Star Extravaganza. Welcome back. All Star Extravaganza is live tonight on the 11 subscribe by New Gardens Network. My little mouse is out of action, so I'm going to use the D-pad or touch tracker pad for this. So if I'm taking a while to do things, that's why. No work improvements. Okay. So this goes, hello and welcome to our monthly spectacular. There's a lot of changes here tonight. Ring of Honor last night stripped Andre off the title and gave it to Braun Strowman after he intentionally got counted out. He quit. Ring of Honor is not here tonight as Bobo Brazil will take on Killer, whoever, in our opening match. And then goes, also Big Daddy is in the UK tonight working for another promotion there. Therefore he is not here. He'll get his match with Al Psychedelic on TV next week, but everything is going to happen as planned. Everything else is going to happen as planned. So, because of that, let's get that booked in, shall we? $1v1, it's going to be Big Daddy versus Al Psychedelic on the TV taping. You will not want to miss it. And our part 2 of this episode is well. Big Daddy takes on Al Psychedelic in a singles 1v1 match for the Intercontinental title. Awesome, 57C minus. In our opening match, there you go, Killer Kowalski. In a battle of fantastic and great wrestling, Killer Kowalski defeated Bobo Brazil in 2022 by people with a diving knee drop. Bobo Brazil 50, Killer Kowalski 72, a 66C plus. Andre the Giant will not be back with Ring of Honor until, I'm going to say, at least a year's time, because I want him to get over the herniated disc he's got. I know he can work through it, but I don't want to make it worse. In a decent match, the Royal Trinity defeated Luau Banner and Jerry Russell in 9:59 when Dos Cars defeated Jerry Russell by putting the Dos Cars clutch. Jerry Russell was 8 minutes from chaos and ring performance. Jerry Russell. Luau Banner and Jerry Russell supposed to be chemistry teaming together, which is quite interesting. Jerry Russell 27, Lou Obama 57, Mil Gonzalez 56, Dos Cars 43. Dos Cars improved in performance 51D+. Not a bad match. In a decent match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Nicola Volkov in 13:01 by pin with a Superfly Splash. Nicola Volkov 37, Jimmy Snuka 44. I would like to make a point here that I am currently playing in as the booker of WWF Worldwide Wrestling Federation, just so that they can sign, because Vince McMahon's become available. What I'm doing is I'm in there so that they hire him on quite a long deal, written deal. Otherwise, he's not going to end up there. That's my worry. But yeah, 43D for that match, not bad. No work improvements, but 43D I can't complain. In about a good heat and decent wrestling, Roddy Piper defeated Dusty Rhodes in 15:05 by pinfall. Roddy Piper wins the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Dusty Rhodes 61, Roddy Piper 36. I might get rid of the championships and just have them as titles. 54C minus. I remember why we didn't do that in the booth. In a decent match, Trevor Guerrero defeated Kevin Sullivan in 10:19 by pin the moonsault. Kevin Sullivan 36, Trevor Guerrero 45. These two showed in their performance. No agreements. So all the matches are going to go at least 10 minutes tonight because it's a 3-hour pay-per-view. I want to see how this works for the company, and if it works for this show, all pay-per-views, even the big ones, are just going to be 3 hours for the time being. But I think it works quite well, to be honest. I think we're doing a good show. In a decent match, Bill Francis defeated Ken Nagasaki in 13:05 by pinfall using underhand tactics. Bill Francis 37, Ken Nagasaki 48. Bill Francis was using underhand tactics. The reason I bought this is so I can tell a bit of a story. Bill Francis was just trying to fight back against all the underhand tactics that him and his manager, James Al Dillon, were doing. So, yeah, that's where that comes from. In a decent match, the Scuffing Hillbillies defeat Team Bandit in 14 minutes 43 when Chuck Connolly defeated Greg Valentine by pinfall. Jim Dalton 35, Greg Valentine 42, Rick Collins 49, Chuck Connolly 46. No work for him, 46D, not bad. In about very good heat and decent wrestling, Gorilla Monsoon, Just Be Joe, and Blackjack Mulligan defeated Jay Jarrett, Jim Grabmeyer, and Batman in 15:28 when Gorilla Monsoon defeated Jay Jarrett by pinfall the Aeroplane Sam. In terms of ring work, Gorilla Monsoon was head and shoulders by outs. Batman 61, Jim Grabmeyer 40, Jay Jarrett 34, Blackjack Mulligan 48, Gypsy Joe 44, Gorilla Monsoon 71. No work improvements, 58 C-. I can't complain with that, it's quite good. In a decent match, El Psychedelic defeated Carlos Colon in 15:28 by pinfall the L with a plancher. El Psychedelic makes defense number 3 of his Intercontinental title. Carlos Colon 30-46, El Psychedelic 36. No work improvements, not a bad match to be honest, quite proud of them for that. In a decent match, the Dark Knights defeated the oncoming Storm in 14:46 when Carl Von Stromer defeated Jerry Lawler by pinfall. The Dynamites made defense number 1 of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Terry Funk 42, Jerry Lawler 34, Kurt Von Strager 42, Carl Von Stromy 45. Yeah, titles. So, remember we had that issue with the title belts. I found out the issue was the Ring of Honor Championships was a singles title. I then made another one. Now I've got 2 vacant retired singles titles hidden away, which were made by accident because they weren't tag team titles. Good old me, 43D. I can't complain with that. It's not the best. In a Battle of Fantasy and Decent Wrestling, Ivan Koloff defeated Chief J Strongbow in 2029 by pinfall the Russian Sickle. Chief J Strongbow 38, Ivan Koloff 63. You know, Chief J Strongbow is getting to the end of his career, 56 C-. And then in an exceptional match, Bruno Sammartino defeated the Destroyer in 24:53 by pinfall the Bruno Sammartino Slam. Bruno Sammartino makes defense number 1 of his Ring of Honor Championship. The Destroyer got 68, Bruno Sammartino got 69. No work improvements in that match, but that's our main event of the night. We're going to end the show there. We're 66 C+. I can't complain with that, to be honest. Brilliant show. And that's why our fan attendance is going up through the roof, because so we're going to compliment all these on good performances. And I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock for part 2 of episode 2, where we'll take you all the way through 3 weeks, 3 months worth of TV tapings, afternoon shows, right the way up until I think it's Death Before Dishonor. Might be wrong on that, but yes, it's whatever to do the next big pay-per-view is. But thank you for watching. Come on, Trackerpad.